again, everyone. How are you doing with your projects? Don't forget to email them to me. Okay, today's class we're going to look at heroes and heroines. What's the difference between a hero and a heroine? Really? They're exactly the same. But hero is the masculine noun for boys and heroine is the feminine noun for girls. But the meaning is exactly the same. So before we start the class, we're going to do a little quiz. All right? So you need a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. All right? Have you got that? Okay, so I have 10 questions about superheroes. All right? For each question, there are 3 options, A, B, and C. Very simple. For each question, you write what you think is the correct answer. Okay? You don't have to write the complete answer, only A, B, or C. Okay, let's start. So, number 1. What planet is Superman from? A, Krypton, B, Earth, or C, Hogwarts? Remember to write your answer. Number 2. How did Spider-Man get his powers? A spider bit him. B, he ate a spider. Or C, he watched spiders. Number 3. Which superhero changes colour? A, Mr. Incredible. B, Wonder Woman. Or C, the Incredible Hulk. Number 4. Which superhero has an assistant called Robin? Is it A, Batman, B, Spider-Man, or C, Wonder Woman? Number 5. Why does Daredevil have a special radar 6th sense? A, because he can't hear. B, because he can't run. Or C, because he can't see. Number 6. Storm is one of the X-Men. What was she when she was born? A monster. B, an alien. Or C, a mutant? Number 7. The Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus were enemies of which superhero? Superman, Spider-Man, or Batman? Number 8. Princess Diana of Themyscira is a superhero. But what is her superhero name? Is she A, Storm from X-Men, B, Catwoman, or C, Wonder Woman? Number 9. Wonder Woman has a special piece of equipment. What is it? Is it A, a shield, B, a cape, or C, a lasso? Number 10. Which superhero lives in a cave? Is it A, Batman, B, Wolverine from X-Men, or C, Spider-Man? Right, do you have an answer for each question? Right, let's check your answers then. So, number 1, what planet is Superman from? Good, it's A, Krypton. Number 2, how did Spider-Man get his powers? Yeah, he didn't eat a spider. The answer is A spider bit him. Number 3, which superhero changes colour? Is C, the Incredible Hulk. Number 4, which superhero has an assistant called Robin? Obviously Batman. A. Number 5, why does Daredevil have a special radar sixth sense? It's C, he can't see. Number 6, Storm is one of the X-Men. What was she when she was born? The answer was C, a mutant. Number 7 then, the Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus were enemies of which superhero? Did you put B? Good, you're correct, Spider-Man. Number 8 then, Princess Diana of Themyscira is a superhero and her superhero name is C, Wonder Woman. Number 9, Wonder Woman has a special piece of equipment. What is it? It's a lasso. Good. That was C. Number 10 then, which superhero lives in a cave? The correct answer was A, Batman. How many did you get correct? 10? 9? Oh, well done. Congratulations. So now we're going to look at some real heroes and heroines. So, have you got your book? Then look at page 64. 64. Okay. Now if you look at exercise 1, all right, we're going to read and listen to the text. And there are 7 names, these are the heroes and heroines, and 7 descriptions to describe who they are. Let's go through the names and descriptions. So we have number 1, Horatio Nelson. Number 2, Boudica. Number 3, John Lennon. Number 4, I.K. Brunel. Number 5, J.M.W. Turner. Number 6, Charles Dickens. And number 7, Lord Ashton. And the descriptions are A pop star, like this, a writer, an admiral. An admiral works on a boat, but he is the most important person on the boat. A factory owner. Can you think of any big factories in Lugo? What about Finsa in Rabade? This is a factory. A factory owner is the most important person. A queen, a painter, and an engineer. An engineer is a person who designs roads and bridges and things like that. And then people build them. Okay? So very simple. We're going to listen and read the text. And can you match the people with their descriptions? Okay? Are you ready? Let's listen.
Page 64, Exercise 1A. Heroes and heroines. All countries have their own national heroes and heroines. You see statues of these people in towns and cities. Streets, squares, parks and buildings are often named after them too. Here are some examples from the UK. The most famous monument in London is Nelson's Column in Trafalgar Square. The statue on top of the column is of Admiral Horatio Nelson. He defeated the French Navy at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Nelson himself died in the battle. Near the Houses of Parliament is the statue of Britain's first national heroine, Boadicea, or Boudica. She was the queen of a British tribe, and she led a rebellion against the Romans. Sometimes places are named after heroes or heroines. Liverpool Airport is called John Lennon Airport. He came from Liverpool and started the most famous pop group in the world, the Beatles. He was shot in New York in 1980. Brunel University in Bristol is named after the engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel. He built a railway from London to Bristol, as well as tunnels, bridges and ships. In Margate, Kent, you can visit the Turner Gallery. It's named after the painter J.M.W. Turner. He painted many of his pictures in Margate. A lot of buildings in London and other cities have blue plaques on them. These show that a famous person lived or worked there. You can see plaques for scientists, artists, poets, politicians, actors, and lots of other people. This plaque shows us that the writer Charles Dickens was born in this house in Portsmouth. Many places are named after famous local people too. The town hall in the city of Lancaster, for example, is called Ashton Hall, after Lord Ashton. He was a very rich businessman, and he owned some large factories in the city. This statue is in the middle of the square, in front of Lancaster Town Hall. It's a statue of Queen Victoria. There are more statues of Queen Victoria in the UK than of anybody else. She was queen for nearly 64 years, 1837 to 1901, when Britain was the richest country in the world. Many places are named after her too. London and Manchester both have a Victoria Station, and many towns and cities have a street, road, square, or park named after her.
Okay, so now I'd like you to pause the video, look at the names and the descriptions, and match them together. Okay, when you finish, press play and we'll go through the answers. Alright, so pause now. Okay, how did you do? Let's go through the answers then. So, number 1, Horatio Nelson, goes with C, an admiral. Number 2, Boudica, is E, a queen. Number 3, John Lennon, A, pop star. Number 4, I.K. Brunel, with G, an engineer. J.M.W. Turner, with F, a painter. Charles Dickens, with B, a writer. And finally, Lord Ashton, with D, a factory owner. Now, it's over to you. I'd like you to read the text again and do exercise 2 and 3. In exercise 2, there are 6 places from the text. But which person are the places connected to? So look at the text and write the person who is connected to the place. Exercise 3 has 2 parts. First, can you find 2 queens in the text? And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different words. Can you match them to the correct queen? So we have 64 years, Romans, earliest, which is a superlative, richest, another superlative, tribe, which is a group of people, and place names. Okay? You don't have to do exercise 4. All right? So exercise 2 and exercise 3, the 2 parts. Pause the video, do the 2 exercises, and when you finish, press play, and we'll go through the answers together. All right? Good luck. Press pause now. Right. No cheating. Did you do the exercises? I'm looking at you. Okay, so exercise 2 then. Which person is connected to each of these places? Number 1, Lancaster, was Lord Ashton. Number 2, Margate, was J.M.W. Turner. Bristol, I.K. Brunel. Trafalgar Square, with Horatio Nelson. Liverpool, with John Lennon. And Portsmouth, with Charles Dickens. Did you get them all correct? Excellent, well done. Now in exercise 3, okay, first, who are the 2 queens in the text? The first one is Boudica, and the second, Queen Victoria. So, can we connect these words to the correct queen? 64 years connects with Queen Victoria. Why? Because she was the queen for 64 years. That's a really long time. Romans goes with Boudica. Yes, she was the leader of the rebellion against the Romans. Go on, Boudica. Earliest, again, is Boudica. Earliest means the first, right at the beginning. And Boudica is very old. Richest was Queen Victoria, because when Queen Victoria was the queen, Britain was the richest country in the world. Tribe is with Boudica, because she was queen of a group of people in Britain. Not all of Britain, just a group, a tribe. And finally, place names is Queen Victoria. Many places are named after Queen Victoria. For example, Victoria Station. Towns and cities have streets, roads, squares and parks named after her. How did you do? Did you get everything correct? Well done. Okay, well that's the end of today's class. Don't forget about the project that I gave you on Monday. Okay, email that to me to correct. All right, and goodbye. I'll see you next week. Bye.